That attorney's report has stated that she was not remorseful, she was not apologetic, and she did not show any disgust by her use of language.
Pastors in New Haven continue to turn up the heat, calling on the city to fire a school principal. She came under fire after using a racial slur at school. Channel 3 New Haven Bureau Chief Matt McFarland is live outside Brennan Rogers School in the Elm City with all the latest developments. Matt.
Well, Aaron, the principal got a demotion and will no longer be working here at this school. But these pastors say that the mayor, the superintendent need to be held accountable, and they feel that they haven't done enough so far. Meanwhile, the mayor says it's the superintendent's call and he's supporting her.
Hi, Brennan Rogers families. This is Mrs. Robley here. I'm very excited to be with you to go over what is sure to be a very unconventional school year.
A school year that ended with New Haven principal Laura Robley getting demoted and reassigned after investigators say she used the N-word while discussing anti-bias and anti-racism training with two teachers back in March.
That alone was grounds for termination.
And for the second time this week, members of the Greater New Haven Clergy Association called on New Haven Mayor Justin Elicker, who sits on the Board of Education, and Superintendent Dr. Eileen Tracy to fire Robley.
And here we're in New Haven, Connecticut, fighting the aspect that it is okay for an educator to use the N-word.
Elicker says it's not, but feels the superintendent handled it, given the options she had.
What the individual said it was completely offensive, doesn't reflect the values of our city or public schools. I think that Dr. Tracy was in these conversations with the public school attorneys and the unions in those negotiations, and I have confidence in her ability to assess what the right decision is.
A letter from an attorney working with the school board said they had grounds to fire Robley, but advised the superintendent to recommend a demotion and a pay cut. She did, and the board accepted that recommendation by a 4-3 vote. And today, Elicker told reporters Tracy has his support.
I, along with other board members, unanimously hired Superintendent Tracy to get the job done. And she is leading, and she is making complicated decisions that involve legal issues, union issues.
Now, as part of her demotion, Robley will work in central office, though there is no word yet on just what her official role will be. We're live with the mobile newsroom in New Haven. Matt McFarland, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.